Probably Live Aid to watch Queen perform. Yeah.
I reckon I'd go back to the time of the dinosaurs so that I get to see like the Tyrannosaurus Rexes and stuff. That'd be pretty cool.
I would love to go back to when there was no people.
I would probably go back to the Whitlam era so I could actually go to uni for free. That'd be pretty cool.
If I could go back in time, I'd go back to the Renaissance and be part of all the famous artists and historians and scientists.
I would go back in time to when the first monkey stood upright and tell him to go back.
Probably primary school before there were so many responsibilities of being an adult.
I would go to Norway. I want to see those Vikings. I want to see those horns, you know. I got to go with them, just play around with them, do whatever they do, Viking thingy.
So I would actually go back to the early 2000s, the late 90s, where all the cool fashion was.
It's a bit hard to choose, but I would go with just before Industrial Revolution, or at the Age of Enlightenment, when they were kind of getting away from the rule of the church, and looking for new answers, or they were kind of fostering scientific investigation, just getting away from those dogmas and superstitions that the religious community was imposing on the scientific community, I guess. Yeah, living in those times would have been quite interesting. Like always, finding new things or inventing new things, discovering new things probably would have been exciting. But also I think life would have been much more simpler back then. Less distractions. I mean, not that it was easy, but I guess simpler at least. Yeah.
I would go back probably to ancient Egypt because their beliefs about the afterlife and their spiritual practices really interest me. I think they were making a lot of discoveries at the time too that are really relevant to today. So I'd like to learn more, being there myself.
I think we would travel to about 40,000 years ago in the late Pleistocene, because there was a whole bunch of cool megafauna running around, some marsupial lions with cool thumbs.
And just to see what Australia looked like before it was all modified.
Yeah.
At least by European.
Yeah, I think I really want to just see all the megafauna and just be like, whoa.
I would travel to pre-plague times and invent antibiotics and save a lot of lives.
I would go to the 70s, maybe the Woodstock Festival or something like that. Yeah.
I'd go probably back to 2010 because it just seemed like a chill year. It had good music. I went to Queensland that year, that was great.
So late 80s, early 90s, before social media, and just when you would just chill out with your friends and just go out dancing and just have a lot of social happenings and just not worrying much about technology or anything.
And I go back to Mount Buller back in 2019 because it was cold, I didn't have to worry about uni, and I got to ski, which was fun.
I would go back to the 70s because that was during Revolutionary Iran time. 1979 was a success. So during that 10-year decade, I believe so much happened, and I would have loved to be part of the people that struggled for their independence and freedom.